Welcome to Spaghetti on the Wall. I'm your host, Armando Leduc. We're here to explore the realms of business, marketing, and life. Ready to make ideas stick and grow them into something great? Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Managing Partners Podcast, where law firm leaders learn to think bigger. I'm Kevin Daisy. Let's jump in.
Hi, my name is Brian DeJoles, and you are listening to the Spaghetti on the Wall and Managing Partners Podcast. We are live at the NTL Summit here in Miami, Florida, and I'm standing with Joseph Fantini from Philadelphia. Thank you for joining us, Joseph.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be down in beautiful, warm Florida when everybody back in Philly is dealing with the footage.
Ooh, yes, I can't even imagine right now, but we're lucky to be down here.
Yes.
So you were telling me off camera that you are part of a mass tour firm. I'm not really familiar with that. Would you mind describing to myself and the listeners what that might what that is?
Yeah. So it's really unique, and don't feel you don't know. Most of my friends who are lawyers, they have no idea what it is either. My mom, she doesn't really know still yet, but basically it's where we represent hundreds or thousands of people that were hurt by a similar product. So the commercials you see at night, Roundup, hernia mesh, talcum powder, those type of cases. So the idea is there's one defendant, ovarian cancer, and basically everybody has their own case, but because there's so many, they all get grouped or consolidated in front of one judge. So we have the ability to represent all of these people, and the cases, but what the individual award is dependent upon your facts and your situation.
That almost sounds like those commercials you heard about, like if you've been affected by Camp Lejeune between the years of this, that, and then.
Yeah, exactly. So like a Camp Lejeune, that would be considered a mass tort. So usually there might be 20 different mass torts going on at a time, and my firm's usually involved like 8 to 10 of them at a time.
And so how do you sort of wrangle everybody up, or like keep track of everything on such a large scale like that?
Yeah, so it's really about the technology, right? It's not possible with that caseload, and each of the cases has their individual deadlines and time on technology, our CRM, and then a lot of communication with the client. So whether it's text, email, whatever we need to do to get in touch with them, but the cases usually take up to 5 years at a time. So staying in contact throughout that life cycle is huge, but we have a lot of data, we have a lot of information, and that's why the technology is so important.
Absolutely. And with that technology, have you guys started moving into AI at all, using that as a tool?
Yeah, we're evaluating it for like all phases, right? I see, and there's companies here that do like AI intake. There's companies that do like AI answering service after hours. There's medical records reviews. There's form completions. We've done it a little bit, but I'll be honest, we haven't embraced it 100% across every aspect of the case. But I think in the next 2 years, a lot of law firms are going to be doing it. And usually you see the mass tort firms lead the way with that kind of adoption.
Well, that's fantastic. So while you're here at the conference, is there anything that you're maybe hoping to get out of it? Or what would be like a win for you? What would that look like?
Yeah, I think a win for me is networking with people. So we're working on, for example, video game addiction lawsuits or social media addiction. Any regular PI attorney or criminal attorney here, they're sitting on dozens of these cases, and they have no idea. And the clients usually don't know they were harmed either. And so it's kind of about the educational-based outreach. So we want to try to help as many people as possible, get the message out to the other law firms, send an email to your list, to your existing clients, and you can get some clients. That's part one. And then part two is learning about the technology, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to be blown away by the next thing that I never saw of, that causes a 2-minute problem in each case. But if you have 10,000 cases, that's a significant increase. And that's what I'm hoping the solution is going to be here.
Yeah. And you had mentioned that, there's attorneys who are sitting on these cases who may not have any idea about it. What should they do if they suspect? I mean, obviously reach out to you, but I mean, is there anything maybe else, or what would be an inclination that they might have a case like this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm big on LinkedIn, so you can follow me on LinkedIn. I post updates on there all the time. There's a great other conference, Mass Tort Made Perfect. So there's some Mass Tort specific conferences, Mass Tort Puerto Rico. And if anybody has questions, they can reach out. I'll let them know, the 8 or 10 cases, send them the criteria we're working on. And that could help them, get some of their own clients helped, because these people don't even know that they were injured by these products.
Yes. And I guess more of a fun question. Is there a skill that isn't listed on LinkedIn that would maybe people be surprised that you have?
A skill? I don't. So my mom's really, really proud of that for some reason. So maybe that's one of the things I think. But yeah, I've just unfortunately been working with Mass Torts for 15 years now. So I have this in-depth knowledge about it. But left hand, that's something I'm proud of too, certainly.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today, Joseph. It's been fascinating to learn about what you do with Mass Tours. And again, for anybody who wants to get in touch with Joseph, what's the best way they can do that?
Yeah, reach out to me at Rosen Injury Lawyers or search me on LinkedIn, Joseph Fantini. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. This has been the Spaghetti on the Wall and Managing Partners podcast.